Jessica, thanks so much for that. Meantime, President-elect Biden will take office with a loaded agenda, tackling everything from rolling back some of his predecessor's policies to curbing the coronavirus pandemic. Joining us live to talk about this is political analyst Mark Mills. Mark, good morning. It's always good to see you, especially on a day like today.
Yes, good morning.
You know, I want to start with this. What can we expect to see immediately with Biden's administration? I know he talked about a lot of executive actions he wanted to take literally almost at 12:01 once he is inaugurated.
Well, with a stroke of a pen, Joe Biden is going to remove a lot of Trump policies, and the federal government in the next 24 to 48 hours will look very differently than it does today. At last count, there are some 17 or so executive orders that the incoming president is expected to sign, everything from coronavirus and mandating masks and social distancing on federal property to economic foreclosure and rent, eviction moratoriums, climate change, returning the U.S. to the Paris Climate Accords, stopping the Trump administration from removing itself from the World Health Organization. So several key Trump measures will be overturned in the next 24 to 48 hours.
You know, when I was doing some research on this segment and writing some notes, in fact, I put it in the prompter so that I wouldn't forget this. When he was vice president, you know, everybody, Mark, talked about how exceptionally loyal he was, right, to Barack Obama. And while he was deferential and loyal to Barack Obama on many of the highest ranking decisions that were made in that White House, he was known as the vice president then. How will he need to change the way he leads as he transitions now into a presidential role?
Well, I think he needs to lead from the center, just the way he was elected. He's going to get a lot of pressure from the left, from progressive groups. And we're going to see in the next few days how much of that pressure really is manifested in legislation. We're supposed to see a very aggressive and large coronavirus relief package coming out in the next day or two, followed by a very aggressive immigration bill that some progressives are already complaining about, that it doesn't go far enough. That could be followed up by infrastructure. So there's going to be a lot going on. And let's not forget that, oh, yeah, there's an impeachment trial in the Senate to take everybody's time.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I don't know if you were able to see the president as he was departing.
I did, yes.
Andrews. So one of the things that he said there, Mark, was he said, goodbye, I love you, and I will be back in some form. This is a two-part question. What could that some form be? And also, what sort of legacy will the president leave behind now?
Boy, the legacy question is really complicated, and I think we're going to need some time to sort that out. Literally let the dust settle. His legacy, no question, made major accomplishments in policy on the economy and trade, but it's overshadowed by the lies told with the election and inciting violence on the Capitol. And it's really a question over time whether he's given rise and legitimacy to those violent extreme groups who now have a platform. Whether he's going to come back in 2024 or not, we don't know. I think it would be very difficult for him to do that, considering what's happened in the last 2 weeks. But there's no question that Donald Trump will still have a major hand in the future of the Republican Party.
Mark Mills, always appreciate your perspective. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danielle.